Hey guys, Masterofsweetness back again on the vlogging scene. I like to try to do something. I tried to do something on a regular basis before, but I think I'm gonna try something like once a week type thing. And what I'm talking about is doing some reviews of movies, TV shows, video games, and other things that have come out on the social scene, and perhaps I may enjoy or may want to steer you away from the badness. But yeah, I'm going to try to do these reviews at least or once a week, maybe. Let's see if I can stay committed to it. Anyway, review number 1 goes to the Immortals. Yes. The Immortals was pretty good. It was actually awesome, epic, as you expect such legendary tales to be. However, the plot went differently than I expected, at least what I expected when I saw the trailers, and in this case it was a good thing. Yep. And especially in a day where movies are like popping out left and right, it's kind of hard to be unique and unpredictable these days in movies, and Immortals was able to pull it off. Now, Immortals is the legendary tale of the founder of Greece, Theseus, and it basically depicts the legend of Theseus, and they do it in such a way that is pretty fascinating. Now, the special effects, or the bad thing, or at least the one bad thing that got on my nerves, was not really, I don't think, necessarily a bad thing on the movie itself, but the fact that it was presented in 3D only. The movie, there was not really a lot of instances where the 3D-ness came into any kind of effect, really. And true, there was a lot of special effects and whatnot and CGI going on, but the 3D part was not really necessary, and I'm not really a big fan of the 3D movies anyhow, but to say that this movie is in 3D and not offer such is kind of retarded to me. And yeah, the actors, there was a lot of unknowns in there, but there was Mickey Rourke in there as the main antagonist, and he does his role fantastically, I suppose. And then the main character, the actor that played the main character, I don't know his name, he did fairly well, and I think it was interesting that, because we've all, most of us, seen 300 and maybe expect him to be more like a Leonidas character, but we see him a little bit differently in terms of Leonidas and Theseus, and he was able to make it show to everyone that Theseus is not like a Leonidas Part 2 type thing or anything like that, and that was pretty good on that part. So, acting good, 3D bird. Movie overall is pretty good. So, altogether, I would think of giving Immortal a 9 out of 10. you would have got 10 out of 10, but it's the 3D that threw you off. Anyway, the next review is Skyrim. Yes, I've been waiting for this game since I've beat Oblivion, and it's finally here for the Christmas season, and it's pretty awesome. Yep, it's kind of hard to describe, really. The graphics are better. I think they're using the same graphics system as, well, according to the wiki page for this game, is using a new kind of graphics system and a new computer AI system, which is actually fantastical, really, because looks nigh realistic graphically, and the AI is pretty. The point about the new AI was that it was able to manage and direct the AI more effectively, so they can have their own lives and stuff, which is pretty cool. The graphics were so spot on, I would say, I guess, that it took me a while at the beginning to get used to it as compared to Oblivion, and I kept missing people when I was trying to shoot with arrows because I couldn't tell the people from the background because they blended in so well in some cases. The fighting system is almost the same, except there's one major change, I think, that kind of got on my nerves, is that in Oblivion, you can have your sword and shield, whatever other weapons you're wearing or having, and then if you needed a spell, you can press another button and that spell would go off. Now, in Skyrim, they have dual wielding. Now, with weapons like swords and axes and shields and whatnot, that's cool, but they put the spells into that, meaning that if you want to change from a sword and shield to a healing spell, you have to go through a menu or two to equip that spell, use it, and then if you want to switch back to your shield, you got to go through those same menus and re-equip it, which is not really effective during a battle. I mean, technically you're pausing time and everything to get the stuff, but it takes you out of the battle to do that. And I mean, I know it's cool with the dual wielding weapons and stuff, but when you're trying to heal yourself in a battle, it kind of gets in the way. And they, of course, introduced a new weapon, I guess you'd call it, called Dragon Shouts, which is more story oriented. But the Dragon Shouts are useful if you know how to use them correctly. I mean, they're not difficult to learn, but you have to be careful how they use them because they damage anyone in their path, including your friends that follow you around. And so be careful of those, just fair warning. The stories and the quests are pretty good. There's a few main quests that kind of intertangle into one another because there's a lot of different events going on story-wise that are kind of interconnected but independent as well. Sometimes that kind of hurts it because the AI doesn't recognize sometimes your achievements in other quests. For example, you could become the say the Archmage of the college at Winterhold, and you try to do some parts of the Dragon Quest or whatever, and it doesn't even recognize your achievement there. just see you as another schmuck that tries to gather gold or something. The leveling scheme, on the other hand, is pretty different. In Oblivion, you'd have 10 what they call major skills, and then the rest are called minor skills. And the only way to level up was to improve those major skills, regardless of what you did with the minor skills. I mean, I got used to that, but then when it come to Skyrim, there's no such thing there as major or minor skills. They're just skills, and to level up, you just improve those skills, and they included something from Fallout series called perks, where as you improve certain skills, or as you level up and improve your skills, you could select perks from those different skills that can, of course, improve those skills better. Now, I think some of them was kind of redundant. For example, the magic schools, for example, in Oblivion, you just go up to a certain point and it deems you a master, or an apprentice, an expert, or master, or whatever. However, in Skyrim, it puts those as perks inside those schools, which, I think they should have left at least those out, those ones out, because it's, like I said, redundant, and it kind of wastes perks. But that's just me. Because I'm more of into the whole customizability of it, and if you're really a customized freak like me, it might get on your nerves, but because it makes you waste some perks you could be using elsewhere. But the whole system overall is pretty good. Let's see, the leveling, good. The quest, good. Graphics, great. There's something else I'm missing. Yeah. I think that's everything about Skyrim. So, in conclusion, I give Skyrim a, let's see, also a 9 out of 10. You can't affect it with the smells, man. You should have done better with that. Who wants to pause in the middle of a fight? Shame. Alright. Next review is a TV show on TV Land called The Exes. Now, I kind of stumbled on this show accidentally, because I don't normally watch the TV Land network. Just happened to be on my TV when I turned my TV on, and for some reason it was on that channel, and I watched it because from the little teasers and commercials it didn't really seem like much, but I gave it a chance, and it was pretty funny. It had some recognizable faces on there. There's I can't think of their names right now, but they're pretty funny. And Wayne Knight, Newman, he kind of gets on my nerves. I don't think I really like him particularly as an individual. I don't know if it's because of the Newman part or his dastardly deed he did in Jurassic Park, but I never liked him for some reason. But as far as the whole show goes, it's pretty good. Something really I didn't expect, since it was a TV Land original, and most original network series tend to be flunkers, but they managed to pull it off, and so I intend to keep watching it. if I ever remember what time it comes on. But yeah, the Exes, 10 out of, no, let's give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's one episode, so my opinions may change as the show goes. So, I'll let you know about that. Alright, 2 more reviews to go. First, the new YouTube channel layout. This is going to be a quick one. It's pretty cool, although there's some things you can't do that you could do in the old layout, which is like you can't change your text font, you can't change the color of the background. I mean, you can change the background, but like, you know, it has the little brackets or whatever you want to call it that border the main part of the page, and you can't edit those to any color you want, and you can't edit the text fonts or the text colors. And for me, you also can't access your list of subscribers. I mean, I guess most people don't really care who the subscribers are, but for me, I like to go down and maybe contact them, make sure they know what's what and stuff, but that's just me. So I give the new YouTube channel layout, a 7 out of 10. So that's pretty good. Next, the new Xbox dashboard thing. I don't know. The recent update a couple days ago, they changed the Xbox dashboard, a few other things. They changed it from, instead of you have to scroll up and down, you just go left and right, which is cool. I guess the better usefulness for if you use a Kinect, you can, you know, slide from side to side instead of going up and down. No, side side, up and down, side side. Sound like Miyagi. Anyway, yeah, and some new applications came on the Xbox. YouTube, finally, and some other videos and music stuff like iHeartRadio, cool. So yeah, and if you're an Xbox 360 user, you probably already have it because it's pretty much a requirement. So yeah, I give that one of the coolest parts is it has what's called beacons and activity, where it shows you when someone on your friends list starts a game you've been playing, or you started a game others have already started playing, you know. And you can also share your achievements on Facebook, which is pretty cool. I mean, you couldn't do that before. And if you like sharing or bragging to your friends that you killed the 20 dragons, then you could do that in all your ignorant glory. So I give that a 9 out of 10. Yay. Alright. That's my first review video. I'll try to make more as I continue to watch TV, movies, and play video games. So, let me know what you think. Let you know if you agree with my analyses. And I'll also be posting this on my website at jagariantimes.solobiz.net, link below. So check that out, and goodbye.